We've been totally without water for over 4 months. We have to get water from a neighbor that has a well for our bathroom and to boil, do dishes. We get our drinking water we have to buy. My wife and I have been eating approximately 1 meal a day because of no water. It's hard to prepare food. So we've been pretty much hampered in all ways of life, of a normal life.
Found out this heartbreaking situation that this elderly couple right here in Kunkeltown actually has been without water, and they have tried, they have called, and they were really at the bottom of the barrel and honestly just seeking a little bit of help.
I get the bucket of water, then on the range top we boil a couple gallons of water at a time so we can just, you know, wash our faces and keep ourselves clean.
I can't imagine having to go for that bottle of water every single time I needed to bathe, wash my hands, or fill a bathtub with jugs of water. I mean, it's just an unfortunate situation.
It goes beyond our community. It's more about mankind. And we investigated all avenues that we could through state and local, and as well as even going as far as federal resources to see what we could do to get these folks water. There are means and resources by which a water tanker could be brought in. However, because of the regulations on that, it could not be located here or near their houses. It would be about 20 miles away.
Right now, there is a really nice neighbor that fills these 5-gallon buckets. So every morning he brings over, you know, I think it's 10 or 15 5-gallon buckets, and that's how they get through their day.
Where I'm getting the water from now, once things start freezing up, I won't be able to get water from my neighbor, Jim Connor, who has been a great help to us.
We're going into the winter months here in the Poconos, and unfortunately, once those pipes freeze, they'll be basically done. There will not be any water flowing into their homes. So this is a critical situation, and we need to try to get these folks help.
I really wanted to get involved and try to find help. I've certainly, on my part, I've reached out to every organization that I could think of, and the situation is complicated. The only real kind of solution for this particular couple is to try to raise enough funds to get them their own well, their own private well, to get them water quickly and immediately. Now, I have found a company, a well drilling company, that's willing to work with us on cutting us a nice deal, but we need to raise some funds, and we need to raise some funds quickly.
I'd like to try and get help so I could afford to get a well put in that would alleviate everything, but only in the future, only minor problems that everybody has that has their own well.
They don't have the means. Honestly, they're both on disability, and they're in a poverty situation. So helping themselves a lot of times is very, very difficult. There's no means of saving money when honestly they're living, you know, from income to income, month to month. It's really tough to even save $10 in their situation when they're just honestly not even making their payments, not even being able to get their medication on a timely manner. So, you know, trying to pull together as a community is going to be imperative.
We both take a lot of medication. Right now, Jean's in the hospital. She had tried to move 2 barrels of the water we get from our neighbor. They're in 5-gallon containers. And she broke a couple vertebrae in her back, and they repaired them yesterday, but she's in the hospital.
Obviously, this is going to take funds to make this happen, and or donations of in-kind services. We've reached out with respect to grants and various levels of funding from numerous agencies. I mean, even if there was a grant out there, it's not a quick recovery quick solution type of situation. It takes months and months, and we could be very well into the summer months before $1 is received. So this needs extraneous help beyond what we can reach right now.
From the standpoint of the food pantry, this is a crisis. You know, this couple is in crisis right now, and they need our help, and they need us to pull together. So $5, $1, you know, it's all going to add up into a pool of money that hopefully we can get these residents water sooner than later.
This is my home. I make my mortgage payments, pay my insurance on the house, pay our taxes on the house. We don't want to leave. We know we have to fight, and we have 2 daughters and 4 grandchildren that we want to live for, but have a place to stay. They can come visit.